Hey everyone, and welcome to the brewery for another Homebrew Wednesday. It's brew day today. We're gonna be working on the, well, we're not working on it. We're gonna brew the Amarillo Sky IPA. I've done that before, sent it to Clements. He did a video on it. I made a little changes, added some honey malt to it. So we're gonna get that rolling here in just a little bit. And while I get things started, well, before I get things started, let's go take a look at the recipe. Alright, here we are with Brewsmith. Turn the music down a little bit. We're going to be doing the Amarillo Sky IPA today. Burton-on-Trent water profile there, as you can see. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that like I did in the last brew video, but I do have to get some more of those out. And then as far as the rest of the recipe goes, we've got 9.5 pounds pale malt, 1.7 pounds Crystal 40, 1 pound of honey, 0.8 of Crystal 60, then a shitload of Summit. Well, we use an ounce. I'm just going to put a full ounce of Summit in there, full ounce of Amarillo, another full ounce of Amarillo, and we'll do 2 ounces in dry hop later. I'm going to use California Ale Yeast WLP 001 that I've harvested from the Fat Tire clone, yeah, that's about it. I'm going to get started here, and you're going to take a look at some footage of me cleaning that yeast up. Alright, so here we are working on bringing up a pot of water up to a boil, and once that gets boiling, I'll let it run for about 10 minutes, make sure we get some good clean water. Over here I've got 6 mason jars set out, and I think I'm actually going to get 8 prepped. 8. So I'll have 8 mason jars, and what I'll do is I'll fill these up. These are all pint-sized jars. I'll fill them up with the hot boiling water, and then fill them right up to the top. Sorry about the camera. And once we get them filled up to the top with hot boiling water, we'll put the lids on them, give them a good shake, and we'll put that water, I'll put it in the fridge downstairs in the keg fridge and let them cool. And then after I transfer the Fat Tire off the yeast cake into the keg, I'm only going to add 6 of them into the fermenter. We'll swirl it around and get all the yeast in suspension, and then we'll distribute it through the 8 jars. And I will show you guys that here in a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, I've got 3 jars here, and I let these sit overnight, and I actually put them in the fridge to cold crash them a little bit. This yeast was really clean, and the reason it came out so clean, and I actually didn't have to do any real major washing, is because I did no chill method, and I left all the trub, all the cold, oh, what the fuck is it? Well, anyway, I left all the trub and stuff behind after I let it cool in the keg, and I transferred it to the fermenter. So I got really clean yeast out of it. Sorry, I still got a cold. And what I'm going to do is decant these jars off and get it so all the yeast is in one jar, and then I'll label it and I'll put it in the fridge for later. I'm going to be using this in the cream ale, or not my cream ale, but in my IPA that I'm going to be brewing. It's very important. Sanitize everything when you're harvesting yeast, because it is very easy to get infections at this point. So I'm just going to decant this into the sink here. I'm going to get rid of as much as possible. Oh yeah, that's looking nice. Alright, see, all I got in there is pretty much yeast yet. I'm going to sanitize the lid. I just keep a bottle of Star San ready, and right back on that goes. And we'll leave that until I get all of these decanted off. I also spray my hands with Star San as well doing this, because you can never be too careful. That one's on there good and tight. And my hands are slippery now. There we go. Uh-oh. So now I'm just going to put this one on loose because this is where they're all going to go into. I just want to stir these other two around and get all that yeast slurry loosened up off the bottom. Just make sure I get all of it up. Move the lids, and in it goes. A little bit left behind, not a big deal. The whole idea is to get as much as we can. This is going to work out real nice for my next batch. I will do a starter with this, even though I really don't need to. I got more than enough yeast cells here. But I like to get them rejuvenated a little bit. Happy, happy, happy. Just to help with fermentation, you know, the more they have going, the better. Now, I did these on the first day. I made extra jars of boiled water and sanitized the jars. I'm actually going to top this off with water just to help clean it out a little better. I want to get as much of the wort that was in there out of there as possible, so I just keep cleaning it with sterile sanitized water here. Now you don't have to do this, but I'm doing it just to help, just to clean up the yeast. See these bottles? These ones are so hot they're still sealed. Woohoo. And we'll pour that in just to top it off. Reseal, sanitize. And there you have it. I'm going to throw that in the fridge. I'm going to shake it up actually, just to see if I can clean it up a little better. I'm not real too worried about it though. Try and get as much of the trube, that little bit that was in there on the bottom, and get it cleaned up nicely, and we'll have some nice, clean, healthy yeast to reuse. Strike water up to temp. It's actually almost there. My hot water here is pretty hot. Sorry about that. Anyway, one thing I will be changing here with the brew house. A lot of people do things in specific gravity. I'm going to be switching to Play-Doh because I got a refractometer. It's my birthday here coming up. So I got some goodies already, and one of them was a refractometer. So with that switch, I'm going to switch to Play-Doh because bricks and Play-Doh are very, very similar from all the research I've done on it. And it'll just make it easier for my software. So if I'm talking in Play-Doh, I'll try and remember to do the conversions for specific gravity. Sorry, camera fell. But as I was saying, I will try and make sure I remember to do the conversions to specific gravity. But from now on, I'm going to be using the refractometer primarily. So I'll be doing things in bricks and in Play-Doh. I'm going to get my strike water over, and we'll be back later on in the brew day towards the end of it. See ya. Hi over there. Cleaning up's the best part. It's now 11 o'clock. We're starting to boil. It's at 192 right now, come to 214. Hit all my numbers. We drew off 7.25 gallons of wort. And I think it was at 14 Play-Doh. Let me check.
I'm sorry, it was 12.3 Plato, and I had a brew house, well, a mash efficiency of like 77%, which is pretty good, seeing as how my numbers have been off lately. Really enjoying using the refractometer, and I'm working on cleaning out the mash tun now, getting all the grains out, and I just pour those out in my backyard behind my garage and let the critters eat them. But I'm going to get this boil going, get cleaned up, and we're going to call this brew day a wrap. I'll post the numbers at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Have a good one. Cheers.